I kind of hate that tallow has become trendy because now all sorts of people are selling tallow that don't know what they're doing. I've been making tallow products for almost 10 years. I saw a company here on TikTok with an ad running on their tallow products that have over 10,000 sales on them. And the ad said, and my sound cut out, so I'm just going to voice over. Their ad said that they had a high quality product with just tallow, no cutting oils like other companies, and beeswax and honey. There are a couple big problems with that. The first is that their tallow looked creamy. This is suet tallow. That is the fat from around the kidneys of a cow. It is the cleanest, most high quality fat. And it is solid at room temperature. This is not smooth and creamy. That's why people use a liquid cutting oil. I personally use jojoba. Some people use olive oil, but you need a liquid oil or else your tallow is solid. And then they said they added beeswax. That is going to be rock hard. Because it's not rock hard, I'm assuming they use trim fat, which is not as high quality and it is not solid at room temperature. The other problem is that they said they added honey. Now I love honey. My mom has dozens of beehives. But honey has some water content. And even though honey has antibacterial properties, when that little bit of water content that's in the honey gets mixed in with something like tallow, it makes a breeding ground for bacteria. You can go ahead and Google that. When you introduce honey and its water content into butters, oils, anything like that, it is a breeding ground for bacteria. And you should be using a preservative or don't use honey. I personally, when I want bee products, I use a bee propolis that has been made into an alcohol tincture. So it is naturally preserved and there is no water content left in it, and it makes it safe to use in products like tallow. I use honey for a whole bunch of other things, but I do not add it to my tallow. I'm not going to name names. I'm not doing this to shame the company. I'm hoping to help consumers be better consumers. If you see things like this, don't buy them. If they're saying it's 100% pure beef tallow and it's not solid, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It still has a lot of the fatty acids that your skin needs, but it's not the highest quality fat that you can use that most people use for skincare. And if you ever see tallow advertised as having honey in it and it does not have a preservative, that's probably not the one you should buy. Let's be smart consumers and producers, please.